and I shower with Tri-County water.
That's right.
It was not the same until I got home. I had to get back.
Is that why your skin looks a little
Rough?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got sediment in it from whatever shower I took. So.
So we need you in Jackson County.
Yes,
Talk
we
a
do.
little bit about why Tri-County water systems are such an important part of your home.
Yeah, so I didn't found this company. The company was founded by my grandpa about 60 years ago, and he was in the business about 10 years before that. So this is a problem that has been going on in Jackson for a long time, and really around the country in certain areas. This is a really hard water area. Not every area in the country has these type of issues with the high iron, sulfur issues. You get that rotten eggy type of smell in your water. So it really is. It's a necessity more than a luxury for a lot of people. And yeah, we love the business. It's a great business to be in. It seems kind of boring at times because our product offerings are virtually the same as they have been for the last 50, 60 years. But they get a little more efficient every year. The products get a little updated, with technology and that type of thing. But yeah, we just keep throwing our fastball, and we offer free water testing.
Yeah.
We, so we'll come out to the home. We'll talk to you about all your concerns. Let you know, hey, if it was me, this is maybe what I'd be concerned with. Talk to you about how soft water can benefit your, everything from your plumbing infrastructure, your water heaters, washing machines, any appliance that it touches, all the way to making your laundry feel better, making your laundry and clothes last longer. Save some of those nice white golf shirts from getting stained up and stuff like that. I've had that happen.
You have a couple golf shirts.
I have a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might have a golf shirt closet. I don't know for
might have
sure,
a
but he
problem.
might. He might.
Different parts of town have different issues in the ground, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's all about the water table. Even next door neighbors, we get calls all the time saying, "Hey, just come over and put in what my neighbor. I'm happy with what he paid.
Yeah.
I went over and looked at it. You guys did a great job. Just come in and put that in for me." And we always stop them right there and say, "Hey,
Right.
yeah, most likely yes, but in a lot of situations, you may not need the same system. You may need a different type of system because." The water is probably very similar under your house as your neighbor's, but your well may go down 300 feet, and your neighbor's may go down 70 feet.
Yep.
So you're pulling from a different area in the water table, and that can have different effects.
You were asking me how I'm dealing with my turning 43, and you guys deliver the salt all the way down to the basement, and that's one of the ways I deal with it.
Well, we have to because of your bad back. Yeah.
I can't carry it anymore. But you guys do. I mean, you can set up. I think we're set up. I can't remember how often it is, maybe once every 2 months. But it's on the calendar, and you guys come, and you already know where you want it.
Put the salt in.
It's great.
I mean,
Yeah.
it makes it so easy peasy.
You always, our gentleman always puts one bag in, sets it, lets everyone know, in and out. It's great.
Yeah.
It's smooth.
And for me, the time it would take me to go and buy it, haul it, get it down to the basement. I mean, honestly, I feel like it's such a fair, it's worth every penny.
Oh, 100%.
It's a luxury, but it's not an insane over-the-top luxury for something that we have to have anyway.
Yes.
So I can't say enough about it.
I wrote
I'd
this
recommend
question
it to
down,
everybody.
kind of fooling around, but I'm actually curious if there is an answer. What street has the worst water in town?
So
You know the answer, I can tell.
I do. So I would say Sandstone.
Okay.
Out in the Parma area.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's specifically a little neighborhood.
Really?
I believe. Yeah, it's funny. I'm picking on people out there. There are only maybe 6 or 7 homes on. I believe it's Scotch Blue.
Okay.
Does that ring a bell
Yep,
to you?
yep.
But if you drive down that neighborhood, we have. I mean, there might be 10 houses there. We probably have 6 or 7 of the
Really?
systems there,
Really?
and you'll see that a lot of the homes are stained in the front from the sprinkler system and things like that. And I would say that there's a little ribbon through there, like Sandstone Road, Chapel Road. That's really bad. But there, Lake Columbia, the Brooklyn area can get, Clark Lake. Really, anytime you get around a lake, the water table can do some different things.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a great question.
So that staining is from a high iron content, is that
Correct.
right?
Yep, just high iron content. We can get rid of that. It's much more difficult, or not more difficult, much more expensive to remove it from the sprinkler or the
Sure.
irrigation system, just because you're dealing with really high flow rates.
Yeah.
And so to just hook up a residential iron filter to that, it's not going to work.
So you don't want to drink out of the neighbor's hose that has the stain on
Hey,
the
there's
side.
nothing wrong with iron.
No,
we
well,
need it.
Yeah, you just don't want the stain.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
drinking it is fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Aesthetically unpleasing.
Yes,
aesthetically
exactly.
pleasing. That's where you get the wink out and spray it down.
That's right.
The laundry issue too, you
Yes.
brought up. That's
Yes.
so important. People are probably like, it's your water.
Correct.
But can't you? I mean, I can look at somebody and be like, "Oh, they need a water softener." You know, like their hair is, your hair's a little dingy.
I was
it's
just
a
going to
little
mention
orange,
that's
your
probably
shirt's a little
the most
dingy.
amount of referrals we get are probably from hairdressers
Really?
that will
Yeah.
tell their client, "Hey, you need to call Tri-County."
Yeah.
Really?
Like
Wow.
you're coming in here twice as often as you need to. These
Yes.
treatments aren't lasting.
Yes.
And then once we put the system in, they'll never go without it.
Isn't that
No.
It's
interesting?
such a different, and you know, when you have the soft water, it's so hard to go without it. Like you said, I deal with that all the time when I travel, because virtually, I mean, most hotels, they may soften the hot water, but then you're mixing it with cold water, which is hard. They're trying to save money.
Yeah. You know our friend Jason Norris?
Yeah.
The water pressure was so low at the house we stayed. He left the shower on like for an hour just to keep it on. And I don't know if that's something you've ever heard of before, but
No,
the pressure
Jason's
was
a little
terrible.
wacky. I'd refrain from taking any advice that he offers.
I think you're right. I think you're right. He was asking to use other people's showers the whole trip.
Wait a second. What did you just say about hot water does not run through the?
No, so most hotels will only hook up the hot water because they're trying to protect the water heater and that type.
Got it.
But they don't see the value in softening the entire building because you're looking at a difference between maybe having one big tank
Sure.
or three big
Got
tanks.
it. Got it. Got
You
it.
know,
Okay.
So that's typically how they'll do it.
Never thought about that.
Dan, thanks so much for being with us today.
Yeah,
It's
thanks
good
for
to
having
see
me.
you. Dan Watts, the owner of Tri-County Water and Man About Town. More of the show right after this quick break.